Moving over to our spotlight matchup, we're going to look ahead to the NFL. We are waiting all day for Saturday night, Arky. That is right. NFL Saturday football games return this weekend, and this one under the lights, except inside. The Patriots are 9-4, 6-0 on the road. They will be taking on the Indianapolis Colts, who are 7-6, 3-4 at home. New England is also looking to keep that spicy 7-game winning streak alive. Indy right now currently favored at -2.5 at home, with a total sitting at 45.5. Don't tempt us with a good time, Vegas. Look at them making New England the small dogs in this one. This will mark the Patriots' first Saturday game, Arky, since December 21st of 2019, where they beat the Bills 24-17. And one more fun fact, because we love those around here. The Patriots are 8-0 in Saturday games since 2000. So do with that what you will. Arky, how are you playing this one?
So, here comes broken record Arky. You ready?
Ready for it.
Eventually the Patriots are going to lose, right? Like, eventually it has to happen. And
yep.
I bet against the Patriots the last couple of weeks. It's bitten me right in the tuchus. So I'm going to hang off of betting against the Patriots this week. I'm going to bet the total instead. Now, Carson Wentz has only played the Patriots once. It was back in 2019. He threw for a touchdown. He was like 20 of 40 passing, a couple hundred yards. They lost 17-10 when he was with the Eagles. It was also at home, but it was also at night. And it was a fine weather game. It just wasn't a great game for him. But he didn't have someone like Jonathan Taylor on his side.
Yeah.
Now, this Colts team is about as healthy as they've been all season. A couple of weeks ago, they started to get more and more of their guys back. They seem to be a pretty full crew right now going down the stretch run to try to get to the playoffs. This game obviously means a bunch for everybody. The Patriots are going for the 1 seed and that only bye that you get in the AFC by being the number 1 seed. And the Colts are obviously trying to make the playoffs because the Titans are trying to run away with the division slowly but limping that way. So the Colts are still very much in the playoff race. There's a lot to play for in this game. I feel like everything I expect of Bill Belichick and the way they coach sort of is the opposite of what the coaches on the other team sort of expect. So to make that clearer, if you're expecting the Patriots to come in and pound the ball with Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson for 500 times a game, there's a good chance Mac Jones is going to throw it 35 times in that game. It just, as soon as you think you get into their game flow, it's different than what you expect. That's just kind of how Bill Belichick rolls and Josh McDaniels rolls and how that defense rolls.
Yep.
And it works out way more than it doesn't for them. That's why I'm going to go opposite what my brain tells me and what my heart tells me, which is I think they're going to do the same thing. I don't think they're going to go Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson for 200 times in this game. I think you're going to see more air under the ball, and I think you're going to see Carson Wentz try to win this game with his arm too. I think you're going to have to sort of play within yourself because the Patriots are known for, and they've done it again this season, making you make mistakes to give them the game. So if Carson Wentz can come correct, he didn't throw an interception in their first meeting, but he was 20 of 40 passing.
Yep.
If Carson Wentz can clean that up just a little bit, they'll be in this game, and I think they got a good chance with a good running back to be able to score some points too and a better offensive line than what Buffalo had. So, all that being said, I expect both of these teams to score. And so the number being 45.5 gives me a good spot to take it. So hear me out Saturday night. Provided everyone doesn't have COVID, I'm going over 45.5 in this game.
Ooh. Yeah. I like that. I like that for you a lot. Yeah. As we know, the Patriots have found a lot of success in their run game, specifically in that dynamic duo, as you mentioned, in Damian Harris, who has 754 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season, along with Stevenson. Although Harris did have to leave the Bills game in Week 13 with a hamstring injury, and his status for this game Saturday is still listed as questionable. The Colts are already prepared to give Mac Jones a run for his money and are ready to see what the rookie is really made of. Indy has 15 interceptions on the season, 29 sacks, and they lead the league with 29 takeaways, 14 of those being fumble recoveries. So look out, Pat's offense. The Patriots' biggest task will be trying to contain the force that is, of course, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I always want to say Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Arky, do you remember the JTT craze?
I do, and I did not have the haircut, but I wanted to.
What a dreamboat. I for sure had a crush on JTT.
Me too, girl.
Does anyone else know what we're talking about? Probably not. Okay. JT, though, leads the league in rushing at 1,348 yards, 16 rushing touchdowns, and is averaging 5.6 yards per carry. Good luck, New England. Carson Wentz, meanwhile, is having a pretty decent season with sitting in 10th with 22 touchdowns and is tied for 4th with just 5 interceptions. Now about those numbers, the Colts have hit this total of 45.5 in 7 of their 13, while New England has exceeded it in 6. The Colts are 8-5 against the spread this season, and the Pats are 9-4, just like the record. Pats are also 3-1 in the 4 times they've been the 2.5 point or more underdog this season. So based on what we've seen from these two teams, I'm going to ride with the Pats and their winning streak with this one, and we'll be taking them at plus 2.5 and hoping it's close or that they do come out on top to further that win streak. But it's going to be a tough one. It's not going to be an easy win if they do get it.
Yeah, this is much like the Buffalo game, except for not the
minus the weather.
Field. Yeah, outside the gale force winds. You know.